2 under the resolution sections of your agenda, which is a resolution regarding issue 1. I'll call on Chris Maurer, who was the drafter of the resolution. And Chris, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman and honorable members of the committee. I'd like to begin by formally thanking Mr. Cates for a motion that he made during our May 2023 meeting. In that meeting, Mr. Cates asked that the committee oppose the abortion ballot initiative, known formally as the Right to Reproductive Freedom Amendment. While the committee affirmed that day that protecting the unborn is a fundamental value of the party, there are horrific ramifications to this amendment which were not addressed. Those include the nullification of our fundamental and long-standing parental consent and notification laws, the fact that minor children who are unable to legally order a beer will be given the constitutional right to mutilate their bodies. I believe we are doing the citizens of Ohio a disservice if we do not publicly acknowledge and stand against these aspects of the amendment. For that reason, I move that we pass the resolution before you, titled Urging a No Vote on the Right to Reproductive Freedom Amendment, and affirm to God and our constituents that we will protect minor children from being mutilated surgically or chemically at the hands of adults, that we will protect babies capable of living outside of the womb from being aborted, and that we will protect the inherent rights of parents by upholding basic and long-standing parental consent and notification laws. Thank you.
Thank you. Is there a second? Second from Lisa. Is there discussion? Melanie. And then Joe.
I don't think there'll be any dissent in this room. However, I recently did a radio show, and I just want to note that this is more of a human rights issue at this point, about killing a baby that's viable outside of the womb. It's a human rights issue. It's not even an abortion issue. Mutilating a minor child, that's a human rights issue. And I would encourage everybody to consider that. This goes beyond abortion, and this goes beyond transgenderism. This is disgraceful. I can't even believe that we have to discuss this. I can't even believe that this is on our ballot. So I have no doubt that everybody here is going to join in support of this, but I think all of us need to be recognizing this for what it really is, and it's a human rights issue.
Joe Miller, then back to Josh Cullen. Joe had his hand up first there, Josh said.
Okay, all right. Thank you. No one's going to disagree with this resolution we're going to put forward, but I think that the important thing is that, like the second page where it says you got to notify the 88 county chairman to make sure that they move on this, and we get a press release out, and we just need to kick some people in the rear, so to speak, so that we don't end up what happened in August, okay? I mean, in August, we could have put the amendment at 60%, the Constitution Amendment, which would have made this harder to pass in November. We got to get everybody motivated and on board with this because this will just kill the state of Ohio. If this thing passes in November, my God, I think we're all going to want to move out of here, you know. So, and it won't pass if we all get on board with it as much as we can. So that's what I want to make sure, that we get this out to all 88 county chairmen and news releases and everything, that the party is saying, you know, we got to vote no, and hopefully that'll encourage others.
Thank you, Joe. Josh Cullen.
I'm pretty sure we're all in 100% agreement here. So this is demonic, and the time that we're going to spend talking about it is time when we're not knocking on doors. So if it's appropriate, I'd like to call a question. Can I do that?
I think we've had significant debate, and the chair agrees. I'll call the question. All in favor of adopting the resolution?
Aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Let the record reflect here that we stand 100% united for life. Next matter of business here is an endorsement consideration for the marijuana ballot initiative. As many of you know, there will be an issue 2 on the ballot for the November election. This initiative presents, a threat in many respects in people's view to families and employers through the state through this recreational marijuana. And at this point, I'll recognize Dave Johnson, who I know wishes to make a motion on this. Dave.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, fellow members of the committee. I would like to make a motion to approve this resolution. I won't read it unless somebody wants me to. Before you, it basically opposes the legalization of recreational marijuana in Ohio. There's been lots of studies done in states where this has been passed, particularly in Colorado. It has had a negative impact on that state and on the communities, on businesses, on the workplace as a whole. This is bad public policy for Ohio, and so I respectfully ask this body for support of this resolution as submitted.
Is there a second? I will second that. There's a second. Chairman? Discussion, folks, on the marijuana ballot initiative. Melanie, go ahead.
I would even add to Mr. Johnson's,
I would even add to his comment that after that was passed, the Democrat governor called it a mistake.
Other comments? Yes, Josh Cullen.
Just really quickly, I want to point out too that this is the measure is written in such a way that privileges certain businesses, just the same way that when we amended the Constitution for casinos, it wrote preferential treatment for certain companies into our Constitution. This isn't a constitutional amendment, but it is crony capitalism at its core. So even if you like marijuana, I don't think many people here do, it's bad public policy from that point of view as well. So I support this.
Further discussion on the resolution. Thank you, Josh. Sorry. Any further discussion? Oh, yes, Zoe.
I would also like to support this resolution. As a manufacturer, I have really grave concerns about our industry regarding this. The issue, it will have far-reaching negative effects in manufacturing on worker safety and workplace safety. Manufacturing has done a lot of, as other industries have done a lot of work regarding safety in the last dozen years, and I hate to see all of that thrown out the window. In addition, Ohio's in the middle of a huge overdose epidemic, and I'm not sure why we would open the door to another drug that would just add to that. So,
Any further discussion on the motion? Yes, Lucy, and then Shannon, come at you.
I was a resident of Colorado for over 6 years. And recently, when we went back, I was proud to take my family. We're going to a lovely restaurant in what probably was considered the most upscale part of Colorado. I could not believe my eyes. There were young, 20, 21, 24, 25-year-olds at every corner begging with their dogs. Don't laugh, I made my husband take me to the grocery store. I bought apples, sandwiches, and dog biscuits. And I went around to feed everybody. But, you're trying to have a good time, okay? You want to enjoy Colorado, and all I could look at was that waste of humanity. I'm begging all of you, please, don't ever vote for this. Thank you.
You mean don't vote for it in the fall ballot? It seems like you're urging a yes on the resolution. Yes. Just to be Thank you. Shannon, I'm not, anyone else who wishes to be heard on this question of adopting the resolution as proposed and seconded? Yes, Gary. Sometimes forget you guys.
As a manufacturer also, one of the things that we get to do here in the state of Ohio in dealing with workers' compensation is to put programs in place to encourage workplace safety. One of the opportunities we have is to support a drug-free workplace, which we have done for years. We get a slight break on our costs for workers' comp, but more than that, we keep our people safe. And if this were to pass in November, it's going to be hell on earth as far as I can see with our government and our employers trying to keep a workforce, which we already are desperately working to do with what's come out of COVID in our federal government and paying people to stay home. So I support the amendment, absolutely, the initiative, and vote no in November for sure.
Thank you for that, Gary. Any further discussion on this question? All right, all in favor of adopting the resolution from Dave Johnson to oppose the marijuana initiative in the fall campaign? Please say aye.
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 Any opposed? All right, let the record reflect we are opposing this unanimously as a body and as a party. The Ohio Republican Party will stand in opposition